Okay, bitch. Okay. She's looking cute. Okay. Okay. Before I hear any of that bullshit of, okay, why are you looking so toe up? Why are you looking crazy? Why do you think? Where do I look like I've just come from? Bubble bath. I've just had a bubble bath. I'm feeling so refreshed right now. Like, girl, you ain't lived okay until you have bubble baths. Until you have bubble baths. I want to get straight into this video today. 26th of February. Bitch, this morning I'm looking back on old diary entries, and bitch, before we get into the video, I'm gonna read y'all this, okay? Because this is gonna set the tone for the rest of the video, okay? And if you're wondering why I'm so white, I cannot figure the lighting out for the life of me today, and hey, that's okay. That is okay, and I know you wonder, why do you never put effort into how you look in these videos? Because 9 times out of 10, I record really late at night, usually like 3 o'clock in the morning, so get with it. Okay, I'm gonna read this, and like, y'all need to not cry, okay? Because she is emotional. Okay, let's just get straight into it all. She is back. It's almost comforting, like the saying an old close friend. She's an emptiness in my chest, a yearning for a feeling I'm not familiar with. I read the Song of Achilles, and it's like it made this feeling resurface. I'm so lonely. I spend my days isolated and in pain. I think I'm in denial, scared that if I accept how I feel and what my life is, it will manifest into other bad things. I'm constantly sad, torn between an endless sleep or to keep fighting. The only thing that keeps me going is the hope of accomplishing my dreams. Above anything else, I crave someone. I crave love. I want to be loved, like Patroclus loves Achilles, like Scott loved Allison, or how he loves Kira. Slowly but surely my days blend into each other. I go insane, begging God to help me, but silence radiates from the heavens, like I'm in exile. I'm getting tired, God, and I don't know how long I can keep up this fight. Silence and peace calls to me. My sadness bounds me to these walls. The pain and the ache cripples me. I want to scream, but no energy to do so. I beg, help, save me. Release me of this pain. I don't want to feel so alone. I'm losing hope. I'm losing strength. I'm losing. If you can hear me, answer. Bitch, when I tell you I was at rock bottom, I need y'all to understand. I was at rock bottom. I was so lonely. Like, I was talking to my daddies. Okay, I'm not even playing about right now. Shit got so real, so fast, so crazy. This was literally 5 weeks after I started taking medication, and I was like, bitch, it's not working. And you know, I asked God, pretty much, and like y'all know me, I've always said if God is real, God is a bitch. He a hoe. Okay, because I find it hard to believe in that. But you know, sometimes things happen. You ask for something, you pray, and it happens, and then you're put in this position of, whoa, okay, widowy, what the flip? What is going on? Like, what is going on? So, people came into my life, okay? And one of these people I obviously knew from when I went to school, and we always sort of kept in contact, and then didn't, and then did, and then didn't. And then all of a sudden it was like, boom, he's in my life, we're besties, like, we're best friends, all of this shit, right? And I didn't realize, like, I totally forgot about this entry until this morning when I read it. Because here's the thing. I ask for people to be brought in my life because I always have this thing, like this saying I go by, that once people get to know me, they leave. Now, I always thought it was a me thing, and then I came to terms with it, and I was like, it's not a me thing, it's just we weren't meant to be friends, blah blah blah. They did what they were supposed to do for my life, I was supposed to do what I did for them. Like, it's whatever. Okay, clean my hands of that shit. But then I realized people leave because of me. Because I am a fucked up individual. Okay? I haven't always been this person. I used to be a really bad person, actually. Especially when I was little. And I was a really nasty, mean person. Growing up with a abusive father, narcissistic father, you pick up them traits and you think they are acceptable in society nowadays, when in truth is, they're not, clearly. But what I cannot do and will not do is blame my actions on my father. I will not do that. Because at the end of the day, everybody is responsible for their own actions. And all of your actions have consequences. You reap what you sow. Okay? You get to an age where you know what's right, you know what's wrong. You have to take accountability. So I don't want to sit here and blame my own father for the way I am. When I love someone deeply. I love them a lot. And when I love a lot, I don't want them to leave. I want them to stay. So I will do what I can to seek the approval from them, just the same way I'd be seeking approval from my own father, which, by the way, I refer to him by his name now because y'all finna be proud of me. Yes, I disowned my father. Okay, and I'm gonna do a whole ass fucking video on that. I don't want anything to do with my father anymore. Nothing. Okay? There was a huge blowout, and I'm gonna do a whole video on it. Bitch, I have receipts. Oh, I'm coming receipts. Videos, text messages, the whole entire thing. Evidence. Okay? But also there will be a trigger warning at the beginning of it because I know a lot of people are triggered by that kind of things. And that's okay. So I will be doing that. And the same way I chase approval from him is the same way I do it with friends. And the same thing I do in relationships. I will, noticed that I guilt trip people into, like, even just staying on call with me because I don't want to be alone, because I assume if I'm away from you for about 6 hours, that's it, you want nothing to do with me, you're gonna leave. And it's not healthy. It's toxic, it's unhealthy, it's narcissistic, and my biggest fear in life is to end up like my father and be the same type of person he is. I'll be damned if I end up that person. Okay, I'd rather kill myself. Vape break, don't look at me. Did y'all hear that? Please tell me you heard that, because that was beautiful in my ears. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm just overall not a good friend all the time. And although I convince myself that I'm being a great friend because I'm constantly checking up on them, I won't leave them alone, and I'm like, girl, it doesn't matter how much you check up on someone, you can still be a bad friend. And I've noticed that is what I've been doing lately. Okay? And I need to be better. I need to work on myself a lot, which I've started doing. You know, I've started meditating. I know, bitch, I've never been one for meditating. I've never believed in that bullshit. Like, all that yoga bullshit, like, please, come off it. But let me tell you, when I meditated today, afterwards, I just I felt so good, and I'm smiling about it now because holy shit, it was amazing. It was surreal. It was an ethereal experience, and I loved every minute of it, and I look forward to doing it again tomorrow. But you know, I just started to come in here and update you guys on this whole thing of me changing, because I'm taking that shit seriously. My first video on this channel was figuring out who I am, and I discussed that I don't know who I am, and I need to explore that. And I also said that 2025 was that year of change for me. It was that year where I finally become a better person. It was that year where I entirely focus on myself. Working on myself brought things and opportunities into my life, like friends. And I cannot lose that, because when I lose something, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay, and I know when you die alone. You have to accept the fact that one day every single thing you love will be gone. You will lose it all. So to love something or someone, you also have to accept that. But being so naive and so young and so just like alive at this moment, I can't accept that. I refuse to accept that right now. I don't want to lose it, and I'm not going to. But if I keep allowing these coping mechanisms from a bad childhood to control me and allow myself to project them onto friendships, relationships, whatever, then I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it all. I definitely believe that some people are supposed to come in your life and then they're supposed to leave. But there is some people that are supposed to be in your life forever. And even if they're supposed to be in your life forever, if you make that toxic, unhealthy, just not secure, you're going to lose it. And although it was meant to be, you jeopardized that. It's gone. You can't get that back. It'll never be the same. I am in a weird headspace right now, especially after reading that this morning in my journal. What do you mean? What do you mean? You answered. I begged. I asked. Bitch. Like, the proof is there. And it is crazy. Apologize. Hold on. I apologize. People are awake doing their thing in my house right now. But what do you mean you answered? Like, for me saying that, ooh, makes me want to cry, because saying that, reading it this morning, knowing where I was at that time, in that mental state, and realizing that almost like someone answered and brought people into my life, it's so beautiful. It is amazing, and I get chills thinking about it. I literally get chills. I get chills thinking about it. Okay, should I start an ASMR channel? Okay. I think I would eat with an ASMR channel, and that's somewhat. Period. I know this video is very unhinged because it's like, what is this video even about? This video isn't pretty much like a part 2 to my first ever video I posted on this channel. This year is not just about figuring out who I am. This year is about making mistakes and learning from them mistakes. It's about growing as a person. I have so much growing to do. I have so much healing to do. And I have not been in a good headspace these past couple of days. Especially after my whole father situation, which I'll get into in my next video. But for me, letting go of him, I feel so great. But also, the mistakes I made, the things I have done, I can't change them. They're in the past. All I can do now is focus on the future and allow myself to make room for change. I need to stop with the ASMR because I'll get too into it, okay? That entry, knowing where I was at the time, and like, it's crazy. I've never been one to believe in God, but that for me is just, it's crazy. And it's a wake-up call, you know? Like, do better. Do better. And so I sit here and I'm like, I never see the beauty in anything. I never value, I take everything for granted, and like, just a moment like that is so surreal. It's emotional, to say the least. I'm not proud of where I was and the things I've done and the way that I, jeopardized relationships, but I'm excited to change, and I'm excited to see who this new person is. I'm really excited. And again, I apologize that this video is probably not what you're all expecting, but I've always said from my first video that I intend on keeping things real here. So when things happen in my life like this, I'm gonna come on here and tell you bitches what's tea. Next video, I will be going into depth, absolute deep depth with receipts, bitch, on why the fuck I disowned my own father. And that's on period. Okay? Fuck that, man. But yeah, I'm excited. Really excited. I know this is not what y'all were expecting, but it's my page. I'm gonna do what I have to do. And that's on what? Period. Okay.